So I'm reading this book just now, and the main character in it is a guy called John Milton. I've tried to make this video now 4 times, and I was doing it with my mobile phone and it kept cutting out for some reason. I think there's too much information on my phone. I need to delete some of it off it. Okay, so John Milton is this character, and he's a really colourful background, okay, and the scene in the book is that he is taking a flight from Heathrow, or just outside Heathrow, to one of the private airports to Sri Lanka, and it's on a billionaire's private jumbo jet, a 747, which has been fully kitted out, okay, it's been completely refurbished according to the billionaire's specs, okay. So all the best entertainment, the best living quarters and sleeping quarters, the best food, the best drink, and all the rest of it. Okay. So when Milton gets on the plane, he notices that the quarters that he is staying in are bigger than the flat that he had as a young man in London. Okay. And when he gets onto the flight, a party then starts, and that's not his scene. Okay. So he's not a party guy, not anymore. Okay, so what he does is he goes away to the library on the aircraft and finds a book, and then sits in a quiet part of the aircraft and reads his book. Okay, now he makes a comment, he makes a remark, and it got me thinking that this man would rather spend 10 hours or a weekend in his small flat reading on his own than he would having this luxury flight across the world to this party resort, luxury party resort. And the way that the guy describes the resort, the author describes the resort, is phenomenal. Okay, this luxury resort, but it's not his scene. Okay, he doesn't like the people, and he doesn't like what he's having to do when he gets there. Okay, now if you're to write those two things on paper, would you rather spend all that, have a luxury weekend with utterly decadent, okay, with the best luxury that you can think of? Would you rather have that luxury weekend, or would you rather sit in your small flat and read on your own? Okay, now on paper there doesn't look like there's very much comparison between the two of those things, does there? Okay, most people, you could reasonably expect them to pick the luxury weekend. Okay, but Milton isn't most people. Okay, you're not most people, your dog isn't most dogs. So your dog gets to decide what they like and what they don't like, okay? And although that we can say, well, surely you would like that luxury weekend, if it sounds like a horror story, which it does to Milton, it is a horror story. It's just something that he just does not enjoy and doesn't want to take any part in. So just because people say that your dog should do this, okay, or they should like that, or they should be able to play with a ball, or they should take treats when they're out, and so on and so on. Okay, they should be friendly with people and dogs. Okay, that's our projection or other people's projections onto an individual that's living in this world. So we've got no more right to say your dog should be friendly with every person that they meet, any more than we can say to Milton he should find a luxury weekend more enjoyable than sitting quietly reading his books. Okay, so just some things for us to think about there. Thanks very much for listening, and I will catch you next time.